saying hello today from Buffalo, New York, September 21st, 2013. And I'm here with Rocco Termini, who is the developer of the Hotel at the Lafayette, which has just recently been reborn after about 30 years of neglect. And you did a fabulous job of bringing this hotel back to life. Now, in this historic ballroom, Rocco, please tell us a little bit about the history, the architect. What is the Lafayette Hotel?
Well, this room was the original Crystal Ballroom, but again in 1940 they wanted to update things, and this is really a mix of both French Renaissance and Art Deco. And I like to say that Elizabeth Bethune, who was the original architect, is turning over in her grave because they ruined her French Renaissance room here with this mix. But this room was in very bad condition, and as you can see, the floors in here are all marble mosaic tiles. And we had to replace 50,000 of those tiles, and we finally found a very good match in Turkey, and we imported 50,000 of these tiles, and they were all set individually. This whole ceiling was recast. That's all new gold leaf up there. There were bits and pieces of this ceiling that were still here. We made rubber molds, and we had fellows from Russia. That were the craftsmen that redid this, because there are no Americans that still know how to do plaster work. As in Canada, we use drywall.
Yes.
Nobody uses plaster anymore.
Exactly.
So we had to find people that were accustomed to doing this type of work.
Very interesting. And there's something special about the chandeliers as well.
Yes, those are the original chandeliers, but again in 1940 they wanted to update the building, and they took all the crystals off of the chandeliers and painted them white. It would have broken your heart if you would have seen these before we started. But they really make the room. They're 110 years old, and they almost look brand new.
No, they're absolutely gorgeous. Now, who was the designer of this hotel originally?
It was Louise Bethune, who was the first female architect in the United States. And one interesting fact about Louise, she would not work for anything less than what a man would get for the same work. And she really broke ground for women. And she got paid the same as a male architect when this building was designed, because she insisted on it.
And she became a very prominent leader in the American architectural movement. She was, I think, the assistant president or president of the American Institute of Architects at some point, I believe. So she was very, very prominent.
She was very prominent, and I don't think this building would have looked the way it does if it wasn't for a woman's touch in the architecture.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of whimsy here. If you look at, all the detailing, I mean, it's a gorgeous place. So, where are we going to go next? Please tell us.
We're going to go to the main ballroom next.
Okay, wonderful.
You'll see that was added in 1920.
Okay.
And you will see the difference between the 1904 and the 1920, because prices started to go up.
Okay.
And the materials that they used in the 1920 edition are different than the materials they used in 1904.
Okay, great. And let me give a shout out to our audience for your website before we head into the next clip.
TheHotelatTheLafayette.com.
Perfect. Thank you.